Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. Bhakta Rameshwar Nayak Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
Dandavad Pranam.
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। In this age, Sankirta Yajna, chanting of the holy name of the Lord, is more important than the Vedic ritualistic sacrifices. Yamaraja to Yamadutas, because they are bewildered by the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yajnavalkya, Jaimini, and other compilers of the religious scriptures cannot know the secret, confidential religious system of the 12 Mahajanas. They cannot understand the transcendental value of performing devotional service or chanting Hare Krishna mantra because their minds are attracted to the ritualistic ceremonies mentioned in the Vedas, especially the Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Rigveda. Their intelligence has become dull. They are busy collecting the ingredients for ritualistic ceremonies that yield only temporary benefits, such elevation to Swargaloka for material happiness. They are not attracted to the Sankirtana movement. Instead, they are interested in Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Since since one may easily achieve the highest success by chanting the holy name of the Lord, one may ask why there are so many Vedic ritualistic ceremonies and why are people attracted to them. This verse answers that question. As stated in Bhagavad Gita 15.15, Vedyas Vedyacha Sarvair Aham Eva Veda. The real purpose of studying the Vedas is to approach the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Unfortunately, unintelligent people bewildered by the grandeur of Vedic yajnas want to see gorgeous sacrifice performed. They, they want Vedic mantras changed and they want Vedic mantra chanted and huge amounts of money spent for such ceremonies. Sometimes we have to observe the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies to please such unintelligent men. Recently, when we established large Krishna Balram temple in Vrindavana, we were obliged to have Vedic ceremonies enacted by Brahmanas because the inhabitants of the Vrindavana, especially the smart Brahmanas, would not accept Europeans and Americans as a bona fide Brahmana. Thus, we had to engage Brahmanas to perform costly yajnas. In spite of these yajnas, the members of our society performed Sankirtana loudly with mridangas. And I consider the Sankirtana more important than the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. Both the ceremonies and the Sankirtana were going on simultaneously. The ceremonies were meant for the persons interested in Vedic rituals for elevation to the heavenly planets. Jadi, Jadi Krita Matir Madhu Pushpitam, whereas the Sankirtana was meant for the pure devotees interested in the pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We would simply have performed Sankirtana, but then the inhabitants of the Vrindavana would not have taken the installation of ceremony seriously. As explained here, the Vedic performances are meant for those who are those whose intelligence have been dulled by flowery language of Vedas, which describes the futuritive activities intended to elevate one to the higher planets. Hare, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Last 2, 3 lines are there.
Especially in this age of Kali, Sankirtana alone is sufficient. If the members of our temples in the different parts of the world simply continue Sankirtana before the deity, especially before the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they will remain perfect. There is no need of any other performance. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.3.25. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. श्री राधराज बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, हिज होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय. So very nice incidents. Srila Prabhupada relates that how the Vedic rituals were going on in the temple, but at the same time the Sankirtan was also going on. Like the Yamraj says to Yamaduta about the importance of the holy name. There was special class in Vaikuntha, Yamaloka to the Yamdutas when the Ajamil was not brought back. He was released. At that time, Yamraj is saying all these things that Yagyavalka, Gemini, and all the rishis who had compiled so many big literatures for so many yagyas, they were not able to know the secret. And the secret is somehow we have to chant the holy name and purify our heart and revive the love in the heart and go back to the spiritual world. How many satogun activities, that is called goodness activity, we may perform. But that goodness activity will not help us to purify the desire to enjoy in this material world. It is only in the platform of pure goodness, Shuddha Sattva Gun, or on the platform of pure bhakti, that the desire to enjoy the material world and the disease which is there in our heart to enjoy in this world will get completely destroyed and uprooted. Because unless and until the desires to enjoy in this material world, we'll be trapped in the karma reaction. We'll be trapped in lot of activities which we do not want. So to get out of this trap, cleaning of our desires and cleaning of heart is required, and that is only possible by Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam eva kevalam, 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 kevalam. Kalau nastev, nastev, nastev gatiranyatha. No other way, no other way, no other way. And that's why Yamraj is speaking to Yamdutas and Srila Prabhupada is speaking to his disciples that we were also doing this Sankirtan and at the same time we were performing Yagyas in the Vrindavan. But the people of Vrindavan would not have taken it seriously if we had only done the Sankirtan Yagya. So for that satisfaction of the Vrindavan Vasis, we had done. But Harinam Sankirtan was sufficient to clean the heart and purify our consciousness and go back to the spiritual world. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.